So here's why you only need to sell high ticket offers. Okay, let's do some rough math. First of all, let's say you're selling something for $97. It feels easy to sell that, right? And it feels easier to say yes to. But if you're selling something for $97, you need 51 people every single month, by the way, to make $5,000. Okay, that's crazy. That's a crazy amount of people to get every single month. That means that you also need an extremely large warm audience. You also need consistent traffic, and you need a funnel that converts perfectly before you see any meaningful amount of money. And most creators are not sitting in that kind of infrastructure, right? And the reality is, you don't need any of that to be selling anything from 2.5K to 10K. Okay, let's say you only have 500 followers and you're selling a 2.5K offer, right? How many people would you need to hit the same $5,000? Two people, only two people. Okay. And if you're thinking that the audience cannot afford it, respectfully, you don't know that. Okay. And you've just assumed it. And the truth is, every audience has a top 5 to 10% of people that are ready to invest in the right solution. Okay. You don't need everyone to say yes. We've gone through that. You only need like 5 people a month to say yes to you for you to make any meaningful amount of money. And maybe your next thought is nobody will pay you that much money. Okay. The thing is, you're thinking based on your relationship with that amount of money. You're not thinking based on the value that you provide them. Okay, the transformation that you provide them, the outcome that you're delivering. Nobody is paying for you. Okay, they're paying to get somewhere faster than they would on their own. Okay, that's worth a lot of money, depending on the transformation that they want to go through. And low ticket actually drains your audience and trains them to undervalue what you're offering, and also tells them to go get your competitor's offer because it's more expensive, and more expensive also usually means higher quality for a lot of stuff. Okay, and when you sell something high ticket, it also does something for your clients. What does it do for your clients? You know what buying something for 2.5K to 10K does. When somebody pays let's say $97, they don't show up. They're not serious. But when somebody pays for this amount of money, okay, they commit. They commit and they take action. They take a lot of action because they don't want that money to go to waste. And you know what happens if they take a lot of action? They get results. They refer people. Their reputation grows. Their business grows. You're not doing anyone a favor by selling anything less than $1,000. Okay, you're actually doing them a disservice. If you think about it that way, okay. And what if you don't feel like you're an expert enough to charge that amount of money? First of all, you don't need to be the world's leading authority. Okay, you just need to be a few steps ahead of the person you're helping. Okay, if you've gotten a result that you can help someone that you can help someone get there um, faster than they would do it on their own, that's worth that amount of money. Full stop. Okay, this is a classic case of imposter syndrome. Okay, and that's not a reason for you to undercharge yourself. And if you feel like selling high ticket feels pushy or sleazy or salesy, that's because you probably had a bad past experience with a uh, pressuring sales guy who pressured you into buying something that you didn't want or couldn't afford. And that's basically a bad salesmanship problem. That's a salesmanship problem. Okay. That's not a high ticket problem. That's not a pricing problem. And you remember the last time you paid for something high ticket that actually moved the needle for you? Did it feel pushy? Probably not. High ticket done right is just a conversation uh, for you to figure out if you're a fit with a prospect, for both of you to figure out if you're a fit. You're not convincing anyone. You're just helping them decide uh, if it's right for them, helping them make a decision for themselves. And you don't need a massive audience to make high ticket work. You just need a clear outcome, a real fucking offer, a real offer, and a way to have the right conversations with the right people. That's it. Okay. If you've already got some traction, people are watching your content, people are asking you questions, want to know how you do what you do. The question is, Should I do high ticket? No, that's not the question. The question isn't if you should do high ticket. The question is how should you do high ticket, okay? And if you need any help with that, just you can call me down below. You can call with us down below. And yeah.